Now I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about, this current corona crisis. And thank God here in Florida, we at least seem to be gradually coming out of it. I think within, the next month or so, we might be humming again. I mean, we're already humming here at St. Agnes. We have Mr. Music back. I mean, this is great, isn't it? All right. But what are some of the concerns I have now? This is why I said to you earlier that we're all shepherds. We're all shepherds. And we have to shepherd the sheep, especially the little ones, I go over to Newman High School, and I look forward to that. I mean, I love to be with those young people. I mean, I enjoy their company. They're full of life, and they're lovable, and I feel sometimes like, they're like my own. They're like my own. And you get very protective of them, and you want to see them. Same thing in church, when we have the March of the Munchkins, right? It's beautiful. Little ones come up, and some of them tell me their stories. They want to show me their toys, and it's just beautiful. I love, to play with them and, hug them and pet them on the head. And, we don't have all that stuff now. And I'm getting a little bit worried that, people are saying, oh, that stuff might never come back. It might never come back. I hope it comes back in my lifetime because, I don't like it without the kids. I just don't like it. And they're the ones that we have to worry about in this. And what do I mean? Let me tell you a story, a true story. I was talking to my sister. She lives in Jersey. And she told me I had a visitor today. Now, they're locked down. They're locked down big time over there. And I said, you had a visitor? She says, yeah, Lammy came to visit me. Now, just that what happens, it fits in with this gospel about the sheep and the lambs and all that stuff. Well, you see, Lammy is her grandson, and he's my great-nephew. Now, how did he get the name Lammy? Well, he got the name Lammy like this. You see, when he was a baby, he was going, and his other grandmother said, he sounds like a lamb. And so he got the name Lammy. So he's been Lammy now, for a long time. But Lammy is about, 7 years old, and they're in lockdown. They got to stay in their house, and they have to go to school on live stream school and this other thing, Skype, and all these things that, we had when we were growing up, I'm still not good at this stuff. I said to somebody, we're mainstreaming. No, you're not. You're live streaming. Anyway, my niece called up my sister and said, Lammy is crying. He's very depressed. He says he wants to see his Mimi. Do you think he could come? And my sister said, if it's okay with you, it's okay with me. All right. Now, you see, kids are hurting too. The kids are hurting. And grandparents are hurting too. Like, I miss those kids. I have grandparents telling me they haven't seen the grandchildren in 6 weeks, I was just talking with Mr. Music. He hasn't seen his grandchildren in over a month. He says he has grandparent withdrawal. It's just getting to the point where, look, I'm not telling you folks that, you have to be, be stupid. You got to watch. If you don't feel good, if the kid is sick, you say, no, you can't. You got sniffles, whatever you have. Nah, this is not the time. Maybe next week when you feel better. But if you've been in lockdown all this time, and the kid's been in lockdown, well, use your common sense. Make a good judgment, because it's not just the physical well-being of the child. It is the emotional well-being of the child. That child needs that connection with you. You see, most of us, I think, that are watching right now, we're about the same age, 39, right? We're about 39 years old. We don't have that much time to enjoy them. And we got to enjoy them while we can. When they're little, we see those little ones, they love us and we love them. So you talk to your children, and you talk to your husband, you talk to your wife. If you think, well, it's safe, nobody's sick, maybe a little visit would be the best thing for the child. Common sense, because, you have people, they mean well, and they say, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. The basic building block of society is the family. It's the family. We got to take care of that family, because Corona is going to pass. It's going to go away. Someday it's going to go away, right? But what we did and the impressions that were made on the children and the emptiness in the life of the grandparents, that is going to stay for a long time. So parents, grandparents, exercise good shepherd behavior. You know your sheep, those little sheep, you know those little lambs. And you know, when Lammy went home that day, he said to his mother it was the best day he ever had. So enjoy the kids while you can. Let the kids enjoy you. Be smart, but know this: the government's not in charge, you are. God bless you.